In today's show, we're going to talk about recording to the cloud or your computer.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, we actually are live?
We're live. Oh, this is how we start all of our shows, right?
It really
this
is,
clueless.
Yes. I come on with this dumb look, and you kind of just put me back in my place and let us know we're ready. So
precisely. Welcome to Wedding Chat, everybody. My name is Dave Ternier from Special Request Weddings up in Manitoba, Canada.
I am Jeremy Brech, DJ Jer in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. How
is South Dakota these days? Business as usual.
You know, no, business not as usual. But you know what? Here's the cool thing. You know, I don't know where you guys are at with openings and all this kind of stuff. South Dakota never actually officially shut down.
Right.
We're always open, but we definitely have CDC mandates and regulations that we're following. So things are definitely different for us, but it's a good different because it's allowing our company to kind of recreate and, prepare for what's going to be the new norm, as well as, kind of inspire what events are going to be in the next couple years. So yeah. It's been a good balance for us.
Okay, that's great.
So, yeah.
Sweet. Well, as everybody knows, we generally speak wedding-related stuff here, and we're not going to go down the COVID rabbit hole because that's been exhausted enough down blog posts and other places. But another one of the things we've been talking about recently is working on your business because you've got more time than ever right now to do so. And I know one of the things that Jeremy, I'm not sure about you, but I know, many of my colleagues here in Canada, they've been going, gosh, maybe I need to finally tackle setting up DJ Event Planner.
Yes. Now, I would love to see how many people go ahead and post in the comments. Let us know if you are a DJEP follower and or user, because this is going to be right up your alley. We think this is going to be some great content. We've actually wanted to do this content for 2 months now?
Getting there.
And we just wanted to wait for the right opportunities because here's what we had to keep in mind. We had to keep in mind the fact that you have to make investments. You have to make financial investments, time investments, and sometimes it's just easier to make the financial investment than the time investment.
Yeah.
And now that things are, regearing, they're opening up, there are huge opportunities and investments you should be making. Now, Dave, I know you do a lot of personalization with your clients. You ask a ton of questions. I mean, you ask them their blood types, do they have kids? Are they willing to give up that birthright? All those different things.
Yep.
And so it's almost daunting the amount of questions that you have to ask and you have to kind of get out of those.
Hey, I am not daunting. Carry on.
No, not you, for the client. So when you start asking so many questions or you put information in front of somebody, they're almost overwhelmed because it's like, oh my gosh, I got to fill all this stuff out. And so we actually came across a company and they actually reached out to us and said, hey, you know what? We have this product. We'd love you to take a look at it. I checked it out. I know you checked it out. Mitch Taylor. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people who have really dug into this.
Yeah.
And it's the group is called
Perfect Portals.
Yeah. And they do customization implementation for DJEP, whether it's your layout, your colors, your themes, your schemes, whatever it is. They can make it look exactly like your website, because I think a lot of us just kind of use the default. This is what DJEP gives me, so that's what I'm going to use.
So I'm going to slow Jeremy down, everybody, and say
I'm excited about this.
Yeah, we Perfect Portals offers a way to personalize your DJ event planner, look, interface, everything, and we have got the two people responsible for Perfect Portals joining us right now to chat about what it is that they've created. So let's see. There we go. So
hey guys,
we have Keith Clark and Karen Walker here from Perfect Portals to tell us a little bit about brief origin story and then show us what we've got. So Keith, Karen, welcome to Wedding Chat with Dave and Jer.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, when you guys rewatch this video, you're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, he definitely was excited about bringing us on." So this is going to be an awesome show. Yeah, we've wanted to do this for 2 months now, and I think it was Karen who was like, "You know what? Let us work on a couple things. Let's get some things in place, and then let's launch this." So we are excited to have you guys here. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, we've been doing this for about 2 months now, just before COVID-19 started up. Perfect timing for our behalf, but things happen. We're both DJs, me and Karen. I come from a coding aspect of things with website design and all that sort of fun stuff. So I've been doing that since I was 15, but primarily doing the DJing thing. So it worked within DJing, so I got to design my own websites and stuff like that. When I came across DJ Event Planner, I decided that I wanted to do a little bit more within DJ Event Planner because the stacked normal themes there is just not great. It does the functionality that you need, but the element of design isn't there. And we know Jeremy and the rest of us are pretty design oriented. And so are our clients. So we want to spruce it up and make it our own and blend it to ourselves. So after I did it for my own company, I seen a market for other people because I've seen a lot of others that are just using the stock ones and that people could use some help. So.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead, David.
I was just going to say, I think a lot of people empathize with what kind of you're speaking about, Keith. DJ Event Planner is a super, super powerful tool, right? But yeah, people's abilities are limited when it comes to doing a lot of the self-customization. I mean, it functions brilliantly as a platform, but if you want to take it to the next level, I see where you're coming from, Keith. Yeah, it takes a bit of know-how, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that's what people don't understand is there is so many opportunity of changing code and things like that. But here's the scary part. So I actually went to school for computer graphics, multimedia web design. So when I grew up, I was going to be a web designer. I hate coding. Coding is the worst. Keith, I can't thank you enough for taking and keeping that talent. But the thing that was kind of was my deal. Again, when you start changing something in code and then it doesn't work, then you have to go back and say, okay, why didn't it work? Like you have to be able to understand and read that code. So there's a lot of things that you can really mess up really bad. And I think even in, some of that HTML coding and CSS or CSS coding, you're probably going to see a lot of titles that say, don't mess with this code. I mean, you see it all the time on your WordPress. You see it all those. So that's one of the things that I think a lot of people fear. And that's why you are here. That's when you guys come in and you actually know what you're doing and you can help many people.
Yeah.
So tell us your coding background. What kind of coding do you all do? Because it's not just DJEP. You can do coding to all types of things, forms and those type of things. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I started off back when I was like 15, and my first time on a computer was I was dating a girl and she let me on her computer and she was showing me how to center stuff and add pictures and bold text, the very, very basic of HTML coding. Within 2 weeks, I was building full-on website pages and stuff like that through just researching and learning. So I advanced pretty quickly without ever having a computer, just using hers when I could. As soon as I could afford it, being young and trying to get a job in that and affording a computer, then I took upon myself to learn more. I've taken online courses, multiple online courses, learning HTML, JavaScript, and that. Although I'm not as great with JavaScript, but the HTML and CSS coding, I do pretty well at that. As far as you're mentioning the do not touch this script, there is plenty of that in the background for DJ Event Planner that they've put it for their people, I'm assuming. And those that are using it, don't touch this script. Well, I'm a rule breaker and I'm going to go in there and I'm going to completely do as much as I can to customize this to our client's needs. So yes, every client that we've done for, we break those rules and we make sure that it's going to work for them. And yeah.
Nice.
So Keith does all the coding.
Yeah, that's what I was going.
Karen, you do all the design aspect. Tell us about the pretty stuff that you're going to make.
Yeah. So DJ Event Planner comes with a whole bunch of sort of like groupings of buttons and things to choose from, like all the icons that are like your music and your forms and your timeline and names and all that fun stuff. So instead of leaving you with just the ones that are available there, I'll go and actually match them to whatever your colors are and themes are for what you use on your own website, because there's always different fonts and different colors, and we'll gradient stuff and give it a little depth and make them look nice, basically. I mean, the ones that we've done so far, there's a lot of them where we're using the same icon images and stuff, but if someone wanted to go like way out of left field and do something completely custom, we can do that as well, as long as we stay within the same sizes and stuff. Everything will still fit nicely on there, and you could do your own things if you wanted to. As well as with like backgrounds and stuff, we get images from people. We get nice high resolution images that they can use for backgrounds and things, and make sure that everything fits, so nothing's stretched and nothing looks weird and all that kind of stuff. And the same with like header bars and all kinds of stuff. So we try and get that matching and consistency pretty dead on, so that when your client is in the website, going over to the client portal doesn't feel foreign anymore, because it's the same look and feel that you already have on your website. And they're like, oh, okay, we're just
right.
we're in the same place. They don't really know any different.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a lot of people watching this right now going, wait a second, I can change those icons to whatever I want? Huh? Why don't you guys show us what it is you've created?
Yeah.
Well, we'll let Keith do you a little walkthrough here.
Can you still hack into Dave's account?
We're showing yours first. Dave and Jared, we're showing yours first. So yeah.
We have access to all of our clients' portals continuous, just for the simple fact that there's always updates and there's always things that need to be changed. So we have access in case of that. However, we do not go into our client portals to show our other potential clients, or even in this scenario. So we will show all of your portals, but on our system, so that it's keeping your privacy settings and your clients and everything.
Jeremy's okay to have his stuff public.
Yeah,
though.
you know what? I have no financials right now, anyway. So
none of us have any jobs right now. It's okay.
But for this purpose, we will. I'll share it all, and not a problem here. So, can I share my screen this way?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, cool. So we'll launch into Dave's here. So this is special request weddings. Dave Ternier. Oh, sorry. Let me first show the website here a little bit. So here's our website. So what I do when I first come onto anybody's site is I'm going to be looking around for what kind of text they're using, right down to their headers, all that fun stuff, the colors that they use, the logo. And I don't actually leave it up to the client to pass me the images unless I absolutely can't get them, which is very rare. So I'll steal that for the back end of the coding and stuff like that to make it easy for my client. Plus, it's a little fun for me just to go in the back end of things and look through codes for hours on end. So I was going through all this, making sure, the text, the feel of it, the images, the rounded buttons here, the grayed out. And then I implemented it into his client portal, which is this. So also I'm bringing in the client's names into the welcoming them by name. That's very important for me, and I believe for anybody that hires us, they really like that feature there. So it can invite them through their name, the company name, whatever our clients write in, and we tell them where to write it in. And
just so people understand, Keith, those words, like, you don't have to go in and type it in every single email, every single form, every single everything. Nope. You put it in there one time, it puts it every single place it needs to be, which I think is super awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. We try to make it as simple as possible, so you're data entering one time and it fills it in everywhere else that it needs to be.
Yeah.
So here's the part where Karen really takes off. She does all these buttons here, which is completely custom buttons. Some of them kind of look the same, but changing the colors and stuff. But she also does completely rebranding, redesigns and stuff. It all depends on what our clients want. If they're happy with the ones that we do, and we just change the colors and the fonts and stuff. But as you can see with the system, all the fonts are his, but the colors are very much his as well. So then we go into the music here, and we're also making sure that the music, even that is everything. We got these little
and the highlight is red as well. Yeah, everything, every layer.
Flipping from there, so it has a little bit of style to it. Again, highlighting from there to there so that you know where you're at. Another button that we had to create, well, Karen had to create, so.
Slick.
Try to make it as personal as possible, even down to the forms. So here's a sample form here.
And here's the thing, like we all have different forms. They all look different. They all interact different. And you guys can actually go in, you can take the requests from like us. And I would say, like, for instance, we have a wedding show form that we do every single time. And I know you and Sarah are currently working on all the implementation of this.
Yeah.
We're like, we would have to go in and we'd have to change our contact form on our website. And we'd have to put that onto our tablet and we'd use that for people to put in their information. And then we have to go back and then we have to change it again. And it was so much back and forth. And you guys were like, well, we'll just make a form for that. I'm like, you can do that? Yeah. So, and that's the cool thing is we can just say, here's what I have. Here's what I need it to do. And you guys will be like, okay, give us a couple days. We'll get it back to you. I think
so we're about ready to show you. So whenever Sarah and you are ready, we're basically ready to show you kind of how we implement that. But yeah, 100%. If you guys have a problem with us or a problem for the system, we're going to do our best to make sure that it's going to work for your company. Each company is different, so we try to custom tailor the system to them.
Do you have some other examples you can show, Keith? It's fun.
Absolutely.
It's fun looking at my red, but let's
absolutely
walk us through another few quick examples in the time we've got left, so people get a feel for what the different possibilities are.
Hold on a second. I want them to show, because you have a lot of it, David. You have a lot of, are you doing a ceremony outside? And then you check the box, and then here's another list of 4 questions, and then
logic.
That's what I want to show off here.
Okay. This is just a sample one. This isn't my form.
This isn't his form. This is actually something I brought in. So as you can see, I'm bringing in their names, their wedding date, yes or no's. So the logic built into this. So are you having a ceremony? I've kind of created this and I'm helping others with this. So how I got into forms is I started DJing back in 2007. When I first started out, I didn't have a contract. I didn't have anything really, planning forms and that. So I went out and reached out to all my event professionals, and I asked them, other DJs, well, what's yours look like? So I kind of created one and it looked really spiffy, and then they wanted to see what I had. So then we kind of pulled ours together. We built up ones. Well, over the years, I've helped so many people out with their forms that my forms are really looking good now. So I added as much information as possible to these forms so that we can help out people. So for this one, I've just been kind of flicking around different things, but as you flick different yes or no's, it's actually bringing in different logic into it. So for this one, it's venue name, address, but if it's a different or the same address as the reception, then it doesn't need that stuff, right? So a lot of things like that. For instance, if the people have some information on how to help them fill out the forms or some things that they might not know about when filling out the forms, when they answer it, it disappears. So when this is all printed, it's just printing what you need to know, saving you ink, paper, and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. So, but again, we help clients with what they want. So we'll go through their forms, ask them questions related to what they need for their DJs or themselves, depending whether it's mobile op or multi-op or single op. So
yeah, because we do this that's great for the clients and it's great for printing stuff out, but sometimes too when you're a multi-op, you want specific information just to go to your DJs that you're sending out. You don't need to give them everything that's on these forms, but there's specific stuff that they need. So we will build that into another form, and then you can actually bring stuff over from the planning forms that the client has done into something that you can print out specifically for your team that are information forms for them. Cool. We're doing that for one of our clients. So
yeah, we do our best to customize it. This is yours, DJ Jer. And Jeremy Brech. So.
I saw White Christmas was on there. That's good.
I'm just throwing things in here.
One of my top requests that I get,
Right.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, you can do Spotify and that. That's a cool little option that they've brought into it. So
I didn't even know that was a possibility. Did that just come out? Yeah.
It's recent.
I thought for sure we showed you on the thing, but yes. My Spotify list is terrible right now. I'm actually rebuilding it so that it's not with all my personal stuff for my business. But yeah, you can go into your actual playlist, and the client would be able to log into their system and throw their music into things. I've got too much in here, so sorry. Let me just delete.
No, I love that song.
Oh, it's gone now. Dang it. But yeah, they could throw it in there.
The Spotify integration, Jeremy. I think that was last fall that came out. I think it was.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, yeah. Again, making it very much your colors and that. Here's your website here.
Yeah.
Trying to bring in your squared off.
And you guys actually match the gradient. You can see on my website how it kind of starts with that light blue or that sky blue, and then it starts going into the white. And Karen's like, "Oh, hey, check this out." And the next thing you know, like my DJEP does the same thing. I'm like, "That is awesome."
Yeah.
Yeah. So slick, you guys. So slick.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. And we try our best to match it to. Let me just see if I can show you.
And hey, if you want to click on that make a payment button, feel free to do that.
Yeah, and right. Well, you make a payment to myself, I guess, at this point, since we're on our own system.
Oh, shoot.
But again, there's another one. Like a lot of these images come stock, and or the coding comes stock, so we have to go in there and change either the coding, the image itself. So Karen's really good at creating all this stuff. This is actually coding, so it took me a couple of weeks there to figure out that I can change this. So I've probably spent about 2 months getting ready to build this multiple ways for other people and stuff like that. So I got my time put into this thing. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, for sure. But it's
so you bring up a good question. So you guys are officially launched now, is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
So how do people get in touch with you if they want to figure out how you can apply some of this to theirs? Or how does all this work? How does working with you work?
We're all over the place. Our website is up and running, perfectportals.ca. You can find us on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel, but we haven't really done anything with it yet, but that will have content and stuff coming soon. If you visit our either our Facebook page or our website, you'll find an area in there to book a meeting with us where you'll get on a Zoom call like this with us, and we'll be able to walk you through what you need for your business. You can show us what your website looks like. We can give you some ideas of what we can do and help you out from there.
Super cool.
So when we started talking about this and you were telling me how much you guys were charging, I said, first of all, you guys aren't charging enough for the amount of work that goes into this, but also the outcome that we get as entertainers and companies. I mean, just again, having that same look, having everything just match and feel like it's cohesive. That is something that we all need. And it's no different than when we're going into an event. We have to put so much time in planning, and we want to make it as simple and as, if you want to call it, as sexy as possible. So when someone goes into plan, they're not like, oh my gosh, I got to click on this, I got to click on that. And then there's they start reading through stuff with, talking about the logic. I clicked on this. Okay, this is information that I need to put in, but you're not giving them too much information, or they're not asking too much of things that you really don't need from them if they don't need this or if they need that. So I think what you guys have implemented, and again, the professionalism that it now puts us as our companies, it gives to our clients, it's worth every penny. So we're not going to talk pricing or anything. If you guys want to learn more about pricing, contact Karen and Keith. What is the best way? I know you said that we have social media, that type of thing. What's the best way for them to connect with you so they can start talking pricing? You said on the website, is that correct?
Yeah, either through the website or on Facebook. You can hit us up in either place. Send us a message, and we'll book in a Zoom call with you. And yeah.
Now, did I hear there is a promotion going on with DJEP? What?
Yeah, so with DJ Event Planner, they've graciously done a nice little promo code up for us right now. So if you are someone who's using a different platform and you would like to switch over to DJ Event Planner, which is quite honestly the best DJ, software that's out there for what we do. If you would normally want to do the 30-day trial with them, if you sign up with the promo code PERFECT, you will actually be extended to a 60-day trial instead of a 30-day trial, which gives you a lot more time to play around in here and get the feel of what it does, and contact us to, show you what it can look like and everything as well, and the functionality of it be so much better for your business.
Yeah, so like Bill Herman might want to make that.
Oh, we're already working with Bill.
He needs that.
Yes, we are working with Bill.
Oh my gosh.
We have plans to work with even Peter Mary. Hopefully we can get a chance to have him sit down with us and get him started on this. But
we've been working with a lot of amazing clients, quite honestly.
Yes.
DJEP, and I was using other services. I'm not going to name names or anything like that. I was working with a different service before I jumped into DJEP, and I just couldn't believe how much opportunity DJEP gave me. And now you guys are giving it even to the next level. So if you've been using DJEP for 2, 3, 10 years, however long it's been out there, now you can take it to the next level by using Perfect Portals. So you guys are doing an awesome job. Yeah,
so great, you guys. It's so great seeing all the different things that you're going through, Keith, while Karen and the rest of us are chatting here. This is, this really drives the value home in a huge, huge way.
Yeah.
And now you also have different levels that we had talked about, right? So you have we're working with this, or if you want to do this, this, and this, you can go to this level. This is kind of like the full gamut. Tell us how many different steps, or what are the different levels that they can look at?
So really at this point, we're
real quick.
Working with portals first. Definitely getting everything customized for their portal and stuff. And do you want to show a contract and an invoice, Keith?
Absolutely, I can.
Because we're customizing that as well, so that again people can drag a lot of information in there without having to type things out, and a lot of the stuff just drops in really nicely, and it's customized.
So let's see. Well, we could go show Jared Wade's, I guess. No, again, these aren't Jared Wade's contract. They're the theme, not his information, his client information. This is just a generic information put in with his logo, his colors and that. So he's got one for that. I guess I need to show some more invoices, but they're all on our clients' pages. I just haven't copied them over to ours, but there's
you can always show ours.
Rob Ferre's. Yeah, I'll show ours here. So this would be one that we actually use this system for ourselves too. So we're not just setting it up for DJs. We actually have this system for our own DJ system, or DJ event planners, but we also have it for Perfect Portals as well. So we are actually using this system to invoice our clients and that. So
nice.
Very cool.
Now, of course, the costs can fluctuate from the price that we put on here, but
and like we said, the best thing to do is just reach out to you guys, have a consultation, figure out exactly what you need. It's no different than when we meet with clients. We don't just say, oh, you need a wedding DJ, it's going to be this much. It's what exactly do you need, those type of things. So Karen and Keith, this is fantastic. We appreciate you being on here tonight and joining us, because I think this is definitely something that people can start looking into and implementing as we're going into the next couple months and the next couple of years. So what you've done with DJEP is fantastic.
Yeah, congratulations, you guys. Look, huge success to you in this project. Perfect Portals, everybody check them out online and on social media. I can't wait to see what else comes from you guys.
Very much. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Karen. Thank you.
All right, and to everybody watching, thanks for tuning in to another Wedding Chat with Dave and Jer.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.